at the Dutch Comic Con today. We're together with Michael Cudlitz from The Walking Dead, Abraham. Welcome to ZombieTV.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So at the moment you're at one of the biggest shows in the world. When did you know that you're on the show, and how did you feel when you got to know it?
I found out, I think, in July of, would it be 2 summers ago, July. I knew I was auditioning to be on The Walking Dead, but I didn't know what the role was because they don't let us know what the roles are. I guess in case we don't get the role. So when I first auditioned, it was for just another character that they made up, and they made up a script that had nothing to do with the show. And you use that to audition with, you know. And once you get closer to the process of actually getting the job, then they let you know what it is, because you have to make a decision whether you want to be on the show, you know, long term. Because initially they had said, you know, maybe it's going to be 2 or 3 episodes. We're not sure. They don't let you know what's going on. It was very, very exciting time for me and my family.
Did your life change since you're working on the show, since you're a part of The Walking Dead?
In some ways, you know, a lot of my private life has disappeared. You know, I've been very, very fortunate to work in film and television and be successful at it for quite a while. And the notoriety or fame or whatever you want to call it, celebrity, has never been this intense. It's insane, the level of the enthusiasm that the fans have for the show, and the lengths that they go to and through to show the cast how much they care. You know, it's really awesome.
What was your favorite moment at the show up to now?
My very favorite moment is coming. We haven't seen it yet. One of my favorite moments is in the finale. But other than that, the flashback stuff I think is very important. And I love how they did it, because it gives the audience understanding and insight into what Abraham's going through, Abraham's world, Abraham's mind, which allows you to sympathize and empathize with this character, and someone who, up until that point, you were kind of, you know, you're sort of like, look at this, who is this asshole? And then you sort of learn the history, and you're like, oh.
Is he really an asshole? I mean, he's just having a mission and just trying to...
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's very focused. I think he's very honest. I think he's completely unfiltered. I think if most people were like that, we'd have a lot less problems in the world, because he tells you what's on his mind like that. There's no agenda. There's no hidden thing behind the thing. There's no question behind the question. It just is what it is.
If you could choose a death for Abraham, how would it be?
It would be hopefully representative of his life. And I would say hopefully he'd be able to go out the way that he could compensate for how his family went out. Doing something selfless, a selfless act of heroism. Mm-hmm. But I think that's how most people want to go out. I mean, if you have a choice in something, you would want to go out saving other people. Or the death is needed to push the other characters into the next phase of what they have to deal with and who they need to become. And I would say a perfect example of that is Emily's death, Beth's death. Like an awesome death for everyone else to have to deal with that, because they were coming off such a high of finding her. But such a tragic death because it was senseless. You know, it was an accidental death in this world, which is just a reminder of how dangerous the world is anyway, not just with the walkers, not just with you know, the other people that we encounter, but just the actual fact of, you know, you can get into an accident, you can fall off a bike, you can get hurt and die. Not just from being attacked. People do it all the time. Nobody's getting attacked by walkers in our world right now, and people are dying all the time from all kinds of different things. Where
would you go if a real zombie apocalypse would roll over the world?
I think Alana Masterson had the best answer for this, and I grab onto her answer. I think it was her, but it was I go to an island. You go to an island, you know, like a tropical island that has some, you know, fruit trees on it, some natural things that are growing food and sustenance. And then you kill all the walkers if there are any on the island, and then you'd be good for a while. You know, it wouldn't have to be real far. It could be whatever. Maybe we go to Staten Island. We, you know, like the old what is it? The old What movie is it where they turn into a prison? No, is it Kurt Russell? Yeah, Escape from New York. They turned New York into a whole prison. Escape from New York. Snake Plissken. Snake Plissken, I thought you were dead. Yeah, I know. But you could do that. You could take an island like that and, blow the bridges out, and you would still have the ability to go and, deal with it. But my question is would the walkers be able to just keep walking underwater and just walk over? I don't know.
If you could pick 5 celebrities to fight with you through a zombie herd, who would it be and why?
5 celebrities. Oh my gosh, I don't know. This is going to be random. I would think it would have to be broken up between 3 and 3, male and female. So I'll be one male. I'd take. I'd have to go somebody younger than me first. Oh my God, I don't know. Most of them are just not worth taking. So I'm going to go with my show. I take Steven. I take Steven Yeun because he's smart and he's younger than me. So I think we need to sort of represent different generations because we bring different stuff to the table. And he could do all the running because I don't want to run anymore. And then we need somebody older. So we go with James Cameron because that is one smart dude. That dude would figure something out, like, he's with the lenses and the 3D he's like a physicist or something. And then women, let's go with,
Chad Coleman took Rihanna.
Chad's such an idiot. Because Chad wants to go in a room somewhere and die. Rihanna. Oh, Chad. Now the women, this is going to sound sexist, but we have to repopulate. So I actually wouldn't go the same age spectrum with the women. I would keep the women I would keep the women younger. Let's go with Sarah Silverman because we're going to laugh. And this segment's taking a long time. Who else? Women. Jennifer Lawrence because she kicks ass. Regina King because she's a sweetheart and I know her and she kicks some ass too.